Okay, so the action on radio is what I give to you anytime you see me sitting like this here on Sammy Flex TV. And because I know sometimes you are so busy during the day, you don't even get time to listen to what we do on radio, I have introduced this particular segment called the highlights of Showbiz Agenda. Here what I do is whatever we did on Xylophone 102.1 FM on a special program called Showbiz Agenda, I give you all the highlights. I know you might not have time to listen to all the 3-hour program, so what I do is I come down, call my team, and we say the people would want to hear this, they want to see this, we piece them together for you to enjoy. It is called the highlights of Showbiz Agenda. So today's episode is going to give you one of such, taken from Xylophone FM's Showbiz Agenda. All that you have to do is to sit, relax, enjoy, and still get the moment just as it was live on radio. I did this with my team led by Digital Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, Ya Lapiji, Nana Reagan, and Team Dodo Solomon, aka Chamo, and MC Berima as well. Now you have to relax, and anytime you want to know what is happening on Xylophone FM, this is what you have to do. Subscribe to this channel, Sammy Flex TV, get all the updates, and even if you're not able to listen to what we do on radio, you get a chance to watch it here on Sammy Flex TV later. Enjoy the moment, and you can always share your comments with us here on the show. Enjoy, and let's do more. We out.
So last Saturday, Sarkodie held a press conference to announce the next event for Rapperholic, and we have some of these tips for you to listen to, and after that we will analyze what he said. Just as Kofi Kinata is scared, Sak is also kind of scared of the COVID-19, so he decided to change the face of this year's, that is the 2020 edition of the Rapperholic. Listen to King Sak speak to us.
Rapperholic was one of my early albums that I dropped, I think after my first one, Machete. That was the first time. So the first album, Machete, I launched that album right here at the mall, Accra Mall, which was very small. I'm a beginner, so I sat in the midst of random people and told them I released an album. But I still had fans that I didn't know about that came to take pictures, and then they bought some. It was a great feeling because a guy walking on the street and now having people buying your CDs, that was like a good one. The next year was Rapperholic, and I wanted to take it a bit further. So if you guys remember the conference center, the dome, the old one, the numbers was crazy. What were the numbers at that time? Like 5,000 and over. And this is a young boy, first 2-3 hits, you think you are that strong to prove 5,000 people to pay, not free, to pay and watch you. So honestly, I'll give the props to my team. It wasn't my idea. They believed in it. Though I had doubts, I think they saw beyond what I saw myself to be. So we went to get a place. Shouts to this team, A-team. They sorted out the technical bit of it, getting the place locked down, the stage, lights and everything. I was seriously panicking. Because when I came out, in Ghana, let's face the facts. People push you to come, but sometimes they're trying to like see if you can really maintain this thing that you started, So I'm always on that edge. If this doesn't work, and this is 5,000 people. And it's on Christmas Day, 25th, people want to spend time with their family. They don't want to go out. How are you going to be able to draw 5,000 people together just because of you? And this is not Ghana Music Awards. And on that same day, had our biggest competition on that night was Ghana Movie Awards. And this is well-established brand that we are about to compete with our first show and having in the same space. So literally, if you know the conference center, the main conference center, and then the tent, so you just have to walk. So crowd will be coming in, they'll see Rapperholic, Ghana Movie Awards. Where are you going? So our biggest competition that night was Ghana Movie Awards, and I remember I think these guys gave me a good treat. They booked a hotel for me. That comes with a job. When you're a regular person, you can't be sleeping in certain hotels. But because I'm Sarkodie, you get the chance to sleep in some hotels. So I was there on WhatsApp messaging my sister, anybody I could get hold of who's in the auditorium. How is it going, Charlie? Yawana, and I said, oh, bad. That's around 6:30 something. Oh, bad. People they come small. Not knowing, the queue outside was so long that it was taking time for them to come in. So by 7:38, full house. And then they sent me a video of my own show while I was in the hotel waiting, and I saw all these people there because of me. Trust me, that was very emotional. I think that was the time we did the motorbike, no? Yes. So to be dramatic, my first time I came in on a motorbike. Okay, I said, well, no, it wasn't even rehearsed. I was risking. If the motorbike had run through the people, that would have been it. So got in front of the stage, packed. I got off. It was smooth. I got on the stage, live band, DJ. That was an epic show. Great night. I did like all the songs on the album and all my hit songs at that time. Then, so that was basically the idea, to launch the Rapperholic album. But then the effect that the show had in Ghana and the coverage it had from the media, we thought, otherwise, this cannot just be, yes, it can't end there. We have to continue. So that was last 8 years. And so for 8 years, we've been doing Rapperholic successively. I said I was not going to do Rapperholic. It's two things. The pandemic, obviously, and I have one person in my team that I really don't trust, because he likes to frustrate me when Rapperholic is there. And he's not actually here. You can imagine what I'm talking about. This is the guy that handles everything, but this guy is super hardworking, that likes to run on adrenaline, just last minutes and just rushing and getting things done. But he does amazing work. But I am on the beat percussion every Rapperholic. And the secret is, every Rapperholic on stage, I'm sick. Every year. Literally, for 8 years, I'm always sick when I'm on that platform. When you guys are looking at me and you guys are happy, I'm going through a whole lot, trying to like say through too. So this year, as soon as I said we're doing Rapperholic, I'm starting my headache 1 or 2, but I'm treating me one time, so I'm fine. So now I'm perfectly fine. So it was not too long ago, and then the whole team actually wanted us to do Rapperholic. I was the only one saying no. Then I just said, so I'm kind of the majority carries the vote. And Mama C, my Cynthia, my only Cynthia. So that's my lawyer. My lawyer is part of the team. My lawyer, aside being my lawyer, is my biggest fan. So I think she's being selfish with this one, because she wants to enjoy Rapperholic. She's not really thinking about me per se. It's more about what fun that she can have, or else the Christmas will be dry. So she was pushing the agenda. We had a platform, and to date I've not commented on the platform. It's deliberate, because you guys will go back and forth, and out of nowhere, the first statement that came on the platform was, yes, we are about to do the biggest show in Ghana. I'm like, look at these people. You don't even want me up to it. Like, you guys have decided. So yes, they said it's a band that is not worth just letting a year run and not do it. So we still have to do it. Obviously, it's pandemic time. They can't do the Rapperholic that you guys know, or else if you're not gonna be because everybody's family member will be there. So this is literally a place where you don't want to take for granted. So we are going to take all the precautions. It's going to cut down the numbers drastically down and focus more on virtual. But there will still be tickets for people to come in. As time to go, we go update on how things are going to be, how the placement of the tables, and I can talk about the tables, right? Yeah, so we'll be doing tables like this for you guys, so we can space them and make sure you're coming with your wife, so that when you get a corona, you can go home with her and go, yes, and then we'll make sure that you have your path, so you don't touch anybody, you go home and enjoy your corona. So we are spacing it out in a nice way that people can enjoy, have some drinks as well. This does not happen. It normally happens, few tables at the front and people have drinks, but this one, everybody who's coming to Rapperholic is this setting. Just make sure you don't drink too much, so you can really watch me perform.
Sak doesn't know how to hold secrets. He was not supposed to talk about the table too. I saw what's his name? Stoneboy's friend. No, Angel. I saw Angel nodding his head. See this guy. Like, he was shaking his head. See this guy. He's not supposed to say this, but he said it. Okay, so Adam, what are the points we should consider here? What are the talking points here from Sarkodie's new way of doing Rapperholic as compared to Kofi Kinata and his team's decision?
Well, for me, I think it's boiled down to one thing, that bad weather is a matter of invention. So anytime that is why if you go to abroad, they have a lot of things to deal with their weather. Africa too, there are things we invented to deal with our weather. So you look at the weather and you will be able to invent so that you will be protected under the weather.
Fit in, yeah.
And that is what Sark and his team, they've done, and that is good, because when we are facing adversities, when we are facing challenges,
vicissitudes,
we should be able to adapt and prove that we cannot be limited.
Okay.
And I think kudos to the team for because even this year, a lot of big shows, even media houses in December,
they couldn't hold them
because election year has its own intricacies, and that limits the time for promo. And because of that, some people are not sure of the outcome. So if they don't have too much time for promo, they cut it off so that they plan it well the ensuing year. And for me, whoever is organizing events around this time, for me, I see the person as courageous, and that is what they have done. So I think it is a good thing we can learn from, that we should believe in ourselves, and we should be able to change things when they are not suiting us. And Sarkodie, from how he started Rapperholic, you can see that it gets better always. When it was just an album which he launched, and he realized that the appeal was there, so why don't we stick to it? And they stuck to Rapperholic up to this time. There is some element in Sarkodie's shows which always make people go to watch. There are a lot of surprise elements, and one thing I love about him is that he is not the technical person, so he always tries to put together the right technical team when it comes to the stage, when it comes to sound. That's
the A-team guys, Nabil and his people.
So he put the people, and you see, he said he's not even commented on the platform. He allowed them some space to work, and the people.
Well, he has confidence in them that they will deliver. Yes,
and the people put together a good thing for him. And one thing too is, when you are going to Sarkodie's show, there are some trails that make you want to go and watch. His lighting, how he come onto the stage, his appearance, the performances, the back-to-back, and what he does.
The surprise appearances.
Yes, every year he tries to get some couple of his songs, so it keeps him
afloat.
Yeah, so that people can still feel that we need to go and jump to a live performance of this song. So these are some of the things which make people go, because Charlie, the lightning Sark will give you and his team will give you, you want to go and feel it. The setup, you see, and how he is able to suit the setup with his attire. It's something amazing that everybody wants to see. So we can't wait to see it on 25th, and we want to see. This is not the normal Rapperholic, so we are all eager to see how this will go. Like, he organized a virtual concert. He beat a lot of imaginations. How he even started, where he started from, where he had to do was a very limited space, but he was able to do a lot of improvisations to make the thing beat a lot of it.
The Bianco focus a Sark brand. Near marketing because sometimes you know but
that's true.
Putting together a great team and also taking risk. And Sarkodie is someone who always will take a risk. A typical example is recently Black Star Square. And George Kwe and Nabil will tell you that Charlie, it was difficult, but I said no, and the outcome was crazy.
When you have a team that pushes you to deliver, you should always be thankful to them.
Yes.
Because sometimes
team,
your spirit wills, but the body is weak. So they will push the body to go and achieve it.
But George and many other guys pushing, and it was amazing.
It was a talk about.
Yes, it was a statement actually. And say situation be bad. Ayana artists and quiet listening chain. So time who saw solid team and as only solid team.
Yeah.
that point and I won't say nipa no. Mom did it, you know. You strong and you're strong. Because we hear Sack Tima, he said the Okano. Apart from NGO, or some other guys be almost
during his speech, he said there is one guy who is not here. Who was that guy? Who was it? DJ Mesa?
DJ Mesa? No.
Not DJ Mesa.
I think Urban Effect wasn't there.
He mentioned that there is one guy who pushes me to, and that guy is not here, so you should know him. But because I was not there, I don't know who he was talking about. Okay.
So I think that the management team idea right from inception, Rapperholic, first one, like small boy. Now we do conference center. No Ghana movie awards. Right. I think a conference center, and I left. Now I'm not dome. Not time to be sure. Kiwa me dim pass. I make all rahon on them. I'm say wow. Not the first. Been to me. I shut a virtual if it makes. I mean your brand very very solid. I'm not a boost bounce. No, I couldn't.
So be another business or Judy.
Yes.
So umbreaky. And again to the fans, I think say Sarko always say fans from Sark Nation, Sarkodie, Sark natives, holding it down to date. Into the Kasa conversation, I think we must also thank the fans. For holding, I mean the guy's brand. The brand Sarkodie down.
Because from that Rapperholic first one, and yes, the same fans now. I'm sure saying. Team no cry, they pushing the crown. Cause team pushing the fans no so amba. And no say cause 90. The fans no so idea. And because what you sack or Rapperholic because of how energy or that shame into so that you promo be brimpo. Last year your interviews me
I know. Unlike the previous years now.
Yes,
I saw your radio rounds. To see our tuning now.
I said I cry to be crying. And I said twitch keke. So it tells you how how the brand Rapperholic has come to stay. I mean, we wish him the very best. And they saw the kind of this time it's going to be tables. No any bush and focus. We are coming that. Mr. Banana, you know the coffee. I think that's one also one element. Also this time so we invited fans.
Yeah.
Because on the table, maybe a fans into mentor. Into this time, we about to invite fans from Facebook, Instagram. Let's say,
I'm not being invited fans. And yet, Father Success Monkwan. And yet, Quabla do Monkwan. Okay.
Remember fans here to social media.
And also come on. Okay. Solo, thanks. Solo, let's wrap up on this.
So, Brasami, maybe South say. Election. Omanya rally, Omanya campaign beyond. Now COVID no call.
There been enquiry.
No more vaccines.
There more vaccines be
cause Ninja maybe Sasan if in Crawford to make Bobo one during that period. Now entertainers see or Moody say Banyum no Unquadi and Crawford Benya COVID. What are we saying? Because Sarkodie part.
And then I question comes to say, "Omo dream of fans." So business enti honorable fund omo nyo si wan kasa.
Because Sarkodie part the comment say, "Oh, 5,000 people say, omo yen in the usual way na."
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, who go from one they are not even observing any protocol at all. Yeah, declare.
Or could it be that most of their events were in the open space, but our event is in an enclosed space?
Fine, then Nanka, yeah, open space, it's a stadium more. Cause me, I'm feeling say maybe, like, Adam Eka is a team move or something. Like, or more, they are taking risk. No, is what maybe we are afraid of. But if yen to me and try new things, no, so it's somewhere now to like observe protocols in a different way, such that we can still have the fun we want to have and not go home sicker. Now coming back to Sarkodie, Kobiche made a comment. Me who say a critical person. He's not even promoting it like that intensive. Still now, it'll be our numbers now expecting, and I think it's because of consistency. Now, when you do events, and 21st or 30th, the next day na first. That is when I feel you always have to remind them, say this thing will happen and it will happen on this day. But Sarkodie iron such that I do level be a year start here now doing event say yes, so they just want to know say they don't need the date. They want to know say is it happening or not. So we should learn from some of these things. We are rocket science. We are simple. Why doing when we say let's save time. Let's not play with their minds. At the end of this year, you find one day. Think about the event, not the date. So going forward, no, our guys should also do same. Young man, you're consistent. Like switching dates here and then in Yamano, and even venues grab no. Yes, I'm So this is how far I want to go with this.
Thank you. Okay, guys, we are all prepared and we are waiting for 25th December to be part of this year's edition of Rapperholic 2020. Okwa na wabon ho ban bibia be fine. Success bibia be fine.